This whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Yeah, you've got a point, but...
It's not going to take forever. The law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.
Very well.
Well.
Hey. Pardon me.
What the hell? Do these guys not realize who we are?
Doesn't seem that way. Must think we're just Danons from the town.
Whatever's going on, these are Bull Run soldiers. Watch yourself.
Eternal devastation! I'll smash you!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
The enemy feels
We'll see about that!
Sword Line Alpha! Eat this! I'm ready!
Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory. Naturally.
Now I can let loose.
When the sky is alive! Law, get toasty!
Bird strike!
Yeah.
Hey. Hmm? You don't say.
Well...
Well? How?
Oh, wow!
So then.
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Dohalim.
Actually, they were abiding Renan hierarchy, not me personally.
Well, either... way, solve the problem, and that's what counts.
I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time being.
I know Renans tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Indeed. Ganeth Heros is unlike Menancia. Without intervention, they're likely
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had festered here. I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here.
So, what's going to happen to the Ren?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys and—
So they're alive?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renans. The Renans were the ones who did it. They killed us. Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die. Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who...
You're right, Alpha. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race, but all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop, but if we try to do that with more violence...
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that help.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who...
Fair enough. We won't let...
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Heros is the worst form of oppression we've seen. But treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegus aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dana.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Danans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
When you think about it. Thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think about good, happy things for one.
Maybe so. But I'll still take that burden over living life.
Oh?
What?
Yes!
Just great. What?
What?
Yes! Yes!
Nice.
Sorry.
Yes.
Just...
White, soft, and fluffy items. Is that description supposed to be figurative or literal?
Let's check anything in the area that looks edible.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the... wind to get here faster.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Normally we'd be asleep right now.
This isn't an inn.
I'll see you again tomorrow.
Days like this are made for fishing.
Days like this are rather loud.
You're mine!
Surrounding us! Radiant gale force!
Eternal devastation! Crush it! Portal blade! Sword rain alpha!
Water, hear my
Dragon
call!
swarm!
Wind out! Energy! Hear me! Flame of fury!
You're mine!
Big strike! Water,
Too
hear my
fast!
call!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Eternal devastation! You pick
Ready and raring!
Here I come!
Do it! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Glacial
Now!
spear!
You're mine!
Gale force!
No further.
Freeze laser!
I'll smash you!
Lightning contagion! Flame of fury!
Raising you on top.
Strike!
Bloody
Glacial
howling!
spear! Pierce evil!
Sword rain alpha!
Freeze laser!
This could be useful.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now. Hey, look! We've got way more animals!
I never imagined Law would have a knack for husbandry.
Makes sense since they're all... on the same wavelength.
You're making me blush over here.
Law, maybe you should consider what that statement actually means.
Yes.
Hmm?
Right. Very nice. Yes.
Right!
Just a minute.
Great!
What?
Yes.
Great!
Hey.
No way!
Oh? Hey.
Sorry.
How amazing!
Yes.
Hey. What?
Very nice.
Shion's stuffing bread with mabo curry.
Now I can eat. Eat this every day.
Jeez, you're hooked on that stuff. Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganeth Harros.
I know that, but our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shion?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just don't be too hard on yourself, okay? No way! All right.
Having to inform her mother her son died. Isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her.
Sorry.
Yes.
Ugh. All right.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work?
Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There's Zoogles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zoogles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
We should be able to cook here.
Simply marvelous.
It feels kind of surreal to make people...
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
What's wrong? You're looking pretty down. Something on your mind?
Yeah, you could say that. It's just, well, there's something that's been eating away at me for a long, long time. Do you mind if I share it with you?
Of course not. I'm glad to listen.
See, my mom and dad used to tell me I shouldn't go around casting magic. But there was one time I did, behind their backs. And when I did, Almadria showed up.
Huh?
I hated Almadria for destroying everything I loved. But what I hated most was myself. For breaking my promise to my parents. Even though I swore I'd get revenge, there was always this nagging part of me that wondered if I even had any right to do so.
Rinwell, it was Almadria who killed your family. Don't torment yourself over one mistake.
How can you say that when my mother and father died because of me?
This may not comfort you much, but I'll say it anyway. I have a feeling your parents always knew something like that might happen.
What do you mean?
There was always a chance that someday, someone was going to find you and your family. But even knowing the risks, they still taught you magic. And there are two reasons I can think of for that. First, your talent. Second, they were hedging their bets.
Huh? On what?
On you, Rinwell. On how you turn out when you grew up. Sure, learning magic may invite danger, but it would have been even more dangerous to live in hiding without being able to defend yourself. They knew what they were getting themselves into when they taught you magic. And I think they did it because of how much they loved you.
Because my mother and father loved me.
Sorry, I know I shouldn't be putting words into your parents' mouths.
No, it's okay. I used to think I would have been better off if I never knew how to use magic. And if I'm really honest with myself, sometimes I still think that. But after traveling around with all of you guys, I've learned that there are things I can do with magic. That there's a point to it after all. So I'm going to keep trying. I'm gonna try and accept it as part of who I am. I want to use it to protect my friends. To protect the future of Dana. Do you think that's selfish of me?
Not at all. I wouldn't want it any other way with you, Rinwell.
Good night. I want to go back to bed.
Yes.
What?
Hmm?
Hmm?
I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry.
Rinwell.
Huh?
Phew.
Hmm?
Good.
Hmm.
Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alvin.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right?
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the Resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, La.
You're welcome? You finally made it.
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term... What?
What's that noise?
Alvin, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance, too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion!
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif, too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelagian.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganeth Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around.
I bet the whole of Dana's losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelagian seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on. We don't have much time.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird...
Where are these Forland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Oh, that's a good way to...
That came out great. Everyone's gonna be real surprised.
Hey, what's the smoke? Is it an enemy attack?
Seriously, it's making my eyes and throat burn. What the hell is going on?
It's probably some sort of gas. Try not to breathe it in as much as you can manage.
Gas? Those cowards!
Isn't this just cooking smoke?
What kind of food makes your throat burn so bad just from the smoke?
I believe Alphen is.
They're trying to gas Alphen?
What? Those sick bastards! I won't let them get away with this!
Calm yourselves and listen. I was simply trying to say that Alphen is the one cooking.
Oh?
Maybe I should throw in some more spices, just for that extra kick. Yeah, that'll help. Think I'll turn up the heat while I'm at it, too. Oh, crap. The spice is burned. Well, at least the meat's coming along nicely. All right. Now, I just flip it over, and then...
Hey, Alphen? What are you doing over there?
Oh, Shion. Perfect timing. I actually just finished roasting up a chicken. Call everybody over so we can eat together. I used a ton of spices, so it's got a good punch to it. Might have overcooked it a little, but it should still taste good.
I'm starting to understand why your food always tastes so damn spicy now.
Hasn't anyone told him that it is actually possible to have too much of a good thing?
If that's the taste he truly wants, far be it from me to contradict. His cuisine is a rather delicate repast.
Make sure to get some good rest.
Come on, Rinwell! Up and at 'em!
But I'm still all sleepy.
Coming through!
Coming through!
Take this!
Raging
Come one,
cascade!
come all!
Don't mind if I do.
Begin!
Into the shadows!
Take this!
Mega ray!
Eternal devastation! You! Dragon form! Swallow blade! Blade! Take this! It's over! Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
We turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. Swallow blade! Air pressure!
This one's mine.
Take this!
Can't get out of this!
This is it.
Leave the charges to me!
More pizza. That was almost too easy.
No enemy can stand against us.
If only every battle went so well.
There.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Now you see what I can do with black and
Here,
gray.
This
one's all mine.
Now, go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
No, he can't. Its armor's too strong.
Split it open.
Be like it.
Now, astral energy!
Say no more. That astral energy was incredible.
I gave it everything I had.
Right, here goes.
Art expert coming
Vacuum
through!
blade.
Not in your dreams! By the power of water!
You're mine. It's over.
Mega ray!
Black and gray. Take this.
Vacuum blade.
Lightning orb!
No further.
Raging cascade!
You're mine.
Take
this.
Fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
You're finished. The flame inside me. Yours. Join left there.
I'm ready! Jolene! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
The heavens must be smiling.
Armored soldiers.
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Oh, glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free.
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
Burning
I'll take you all off.
I'm ready! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Do it! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go.
Take this. Eternal dividend.
Can't get out of
To be let free. Ignite. I'm ready. Pull them away.
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cysloden. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure, filled with memories.
Haha! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
That was quite the little adventure we went on. Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Danon master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Danon master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Danon techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then.
We finally made it.
This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelagian?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
Conviction light.
Confiscated! Wind after energy! Hear my call! Crazy cascade! Freeze magic is there! In here!
Anything in armor is all mine! Execution won't save you!
Annihilate tidal wave!
Leave the target! They smite with blackened blade! Small, but a victory nonetheless.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Denied! Eat dirt!
Tempest engulfs you!
This one's mine!
On your knees.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free. Eat
Do it! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
We won that by a mile!
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renins had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
Way. There's the running! Freeze Lancer!
In a bind? Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Now you see what I can do!
We'll soon see about that!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Dance in the wind! One will come for come through! Let's get you all tucked away!
You apart!
Here's a healing arm!
You're finished!
More where that came from! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Wow! Look what I just found.
It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep it hidden then?
Seems like it. Those soldiers we encountered might have known about it, and chosen to hide out here.
But with the entrance collapsed and exposed, they must have been forced to come out of hiding.
Retreat if you know what's good for you!
Dance in the wind! Not on my watch!
This one's all mine!
Radiant!
Eat this!
Hear my call! Malevolent flame!
Crippling freeze! I shall ensure you survive this!
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
I'm not done!
I never miss!
This one's all mine! It's over! Eat
Do it!
My turn!
Sweet now!
Strike!
Ready and rare!
Let's get you all tucked away!
Now you see what I can do! Thanks, Sheila.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
Take this!
I'll do better.
Cysloden Alpha!
Take this!
Freeze Lancer!
You're finished!
Thank goodness we won. You got company!
You're mine! It's over!
Leave the torches to me!
Laser Spear! Here's the knife! Hold on to your art! Here I
Got
come!
flyers!
I've got this! Let him march me!
All yours! You're finished!
Now!
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left!
Right. No time to hold back.
Anything in armor is all
Leave the enemy's arts to me!
It's over!
No control here!
They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Manuel.
I'm not scared! I'm totally fine!
No further!
Take this!
Where are you going?
I'm not done! Burn in hell! I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Don't get careless. I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along.
Let's see what you've got.
You're finished!
Do it, Shion! Go for it! Prepare to crumble! I'll kill you all!
Take it!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
That's my cue!
Shut him down.
Armor won't save us!
Flame of fury! Burning!
Glacier, do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Here's
Mine! Ignite!
Glacier Spear! Here's the evil!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Now more!
I'm ready!
Long! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Little help!
Can't get out of this!
Searing flame!
You're mine!
Ready to go!
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno! Come and face me!
Your blade moves like
This
silk.
one's mine!
I just let my instincts take over.
How fascinating.
Now
As impressive as always. This ends now!
consider yourself finished!
My fists are crushing it out there!
Ignite!
Anything you want to go on!
Here's the evil! Let's
Sword Rain Alpha!
freeze laser!
Will this help?
Lightning orb!
I've been hit with something!
Then even a magic which has its limit.
I'm not feeling so great.
Not in your dreams! Now! Astral energy! Full throttle!
A flawless victory.
Naturally!
Nicely done. I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it. How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose, anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegus?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissance, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
Halim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegus may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cyslodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns... Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegus along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelagian.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... there has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the 2 of them have in common is that they're both Renans.
Okay, you 2. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.
We should think about eating soon.
Really? Not all that hungry myself.
Don't make me say it again.
Yeah, good idea.
choice. I'll take you all on.
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword, and with her sword.
Benediction. Here I come! Flying free! Why can't they just sit still? Triumph, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. Here.
I'm not done! There!
Do it! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! My turn!
Heal!
Alpha!
All right.
I'm ready!
This is Kizara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Leave the enemy's art to me.
No complaints here! No further! In an instant! Impact block!
To achieve such harmony.
Takes a singular will. Not today! I'll smash you! Take this! Vacuum blade!
Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We're well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
It's over! Vacuum blade! You're mine!
Jolene! This one's got your name on it!
Act to action. The heavens must be smiling.
My
Not in your dreams.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Handle this.
Reload!
Sounds like this ends now!
Consider yourself finished. My turn. The flame and
Where are
flame
you
yearning
going?
to be let free.
Purge malevolence!
Not today.
Negative
I'm ready.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that was improved.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Sion actually look frozen.
Hammer.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
It sure got cold all of a sudden after we passed the peak.
Law,
Yeah, we're getting close.
I won't forgive you!
They're surrounding us.
Stalagmite. It's over. Bloody Alpha.
Supernova!
You're finished.
I'm running out. Let's go!
You got flyers.
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
I'm not this. All yours.
Do it! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory! Naturally!
You picked the wrong fight.
Shine.
Radiant light.
Freeze
Here I go.
Lightning orb!
I'm ready. Hey, blow them away.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Come and face me.
Right, here's a healing arc.
Take this. I owe you one.
Confiscated.
Negative. Take this. On your. I can carve through armor.
Reload!
Glacial Spear! Do it!
Raging Storm!
Get toasty!
Burn strike. Now. You're finished.
Rending you
If it's in the
Alpha.
sky, it's mine!
Bloody.
Where are you going?
Ignite.
Do it!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade. My turn. I'm not done. Take this.
Sleep now.
You're mine. You're finished.
Toast this.
Dragon Storm.
Now!
on the wind.
Lost! Get toasty!
Burn strike.
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah, they all kind of look the same to me.
Forgive you!
Hurricane Thrust! Back! Ready to go! Freeze Lancer! Florida! I'm not done!
I thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Now,
And I'll provide
here's
assistance.
astral energy! Full throttle!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
This will be a delicious piece of cake!
Hurricane Thrust! You picked the wrong fight! Take this! I'm not done!
Coming through!
This one's mine!
Here I come! Here!
I never
Too fast!
Hey, stand back. I'll trip it up.
Vacuum blade! We've turned the tables up! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Resonate with the earth.
One more!
It's
I
over!
can't get out of this.
Easter!
Now! Air thrust!
That was almost too easy.
No enemy can stand against us!
If only every battle went so well.
The design of this... equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Outfit.
We made it to Cyslodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
It looks like we can control it from our side. Let's take a closer look.
Are you okay, Law?
Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a real downer. That's why I'm focused on what's ahead of me. You?
Yeah. I'm going to stay the path. As long as we're all together, I know we'll be all right.
Same here. Now let's get moving.
Oh, good. We can cross through here.
Stop! Who goes there?
My name is Alphen. We're not your enemies.
Did you say Alphen? Slap me silly, it really is you!
Forgetting someone?
Rinwell! Oh, glad to see you're doing okay.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're patrolling the realm. Never thought I'd bump into you all on my rounds, though. Heck, enough of me, though. What's going on up in the sky? Feels like the world's gonna end.
That's what we're trying to figure out ourselves. And as it happens, I've got a big favor to ask.
I had an inkling that's why you'd come back, as soon as I saw you in the distance. So you beat all the lords, huh? Damn, you really must be a hero.
I just did what I had to. So can you send anybody to help Ganeth Harros?
I think we can help out. I'll hit up the other resistance groups and rustle up some support. I doubt they'll have a problem sending people once I mention it's you who's asking.
Thanks. If you guys can help out, that'll give us a chance to do something about that wedge out in the ocean.
Yeah, I think that's something only you guys can handle. Speaking of which, that thing's out in the middle of the ocean. How do you even plan on reaching it?
By boat. We're about to go look for one.
No rest for the weary, I see. Hey, what happened to that mask you used to wear?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost it.
I sure never expected to run into Bregan.
Slodia's
A boat, huh? Where are we gonna find one of those? It's not the kind of thing people just leave lying around.
Especially not Renans. For an Imperial power, they never have shown much interest in maritime expansion. Still, I dare say there should be the odd small vessel here and there.
All well and good, but that structure's slap bang in the middle of the ocean. A fishing boat won't cut it.
Let's just try to find one that won't sink us halfway out, yeah? Not that it needs to be a huge galley like Almadria's or anything.
Just as well, since we've passed, let's see, literally 0 huge galleys.
All I know is we have to reach that thing in the ocean. Anything that might work, I say we try it. Thanks to Bregan, it seems like Ganeth Harros should be in good hands, at least.
I wonder who they'll send to look after things. It'll be someone from one of the other resistance organizations, no doubt.
They could do a whole lot worse than someone like Doc. A knowledge of medicine would go a long way there.
Wait, do you mean the old guy back in Calaglia? Ganeth Harros would be one hell of a trek from there. He'd have to get here first.
My brother's old second-in-command, Legil, would be a perfect fit, too. Pity she'll probably still have her hands tied up with work in Menancia.
Mahag Sar will be the same story. They won't have the manpower as it is, let alone enough to start exporting it.
Man, everyone's still struggling to get back on their feet, huh?
Knowing Bregan, he'll probably take things into his own hands. He seems like the kind of guy who enjoys a challenge.
Thinking back on it now, though, it does kind of make you realize just how many people we've gotten to know in each of the places we visited.
That's true. And each and every connection we forged is priceless. Anyway, we can trust Bregan to take care of things from here. Come on, let's focus on the task at hand.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Looks like we got another reward.
I didn't realize that so many still remained. Danon owls truly are majestic indeed.
I thought the Danon owls had all but died out myself. That's what I get for making assumptions.
Just so we're clear, this place is supposed to be a secret.
Yes, I'm aware. Places like these should be kept out of the public eye.
It's a pity, though. With proper training, they could be made into a magnificent chorus.
What are they hooting about now?
Alphen and Shion can interpret for us, right?
Huh? Oh, no, I mean...
Yeah? Maybe you'll be lucky twice.
Really? Let's see. Listen to...
What do you mean? You're the one who put...
It's my responsibility to protect our friends.
Stop trying to take everything.
This is what the owls are?
Of course.
I must say, though, it's a testament to how much you care for Hootle.
I wonder which branch Hootle will perch on.
Rinwell?
Oh, nothing. Well, come on. The perches are only half filled.
Well, most of the perches are filled up now. Frankly, I'm amazed there's so...
What cautious lives they must have lived.
They're all so lovely individually, but I think they look downright awe-inspiring.
I don't know. It's hard to relax with all...
Yeah, I guess owls do...
He's at it again.
Come on, you know you like it.
Frankly, I never thought you'd...
You are so quick to rescue those in need. You have given us...
We're on the brink of extinction.
You carry a heavy burden.
Don't you worry. We can change fate.
This isn't just your fight. I'm here for you too.
That was you interpreting for the owls, right?
Yeah, of course.
It's nice to see everyone getting along, but perhaps we should...
Just who was that conversation between?
Try not to think about it too much. Besides,
We've come this far. Why stop now, right?
Hey, Hootle. Once we've managed to gather all the owls...